Hey guys, it's MadameWario, and welcome back to more Mario Party Evolution, where today we're going to take a look at my top 10 favorite minigames from Mario Party 2. Starting with the honorable mention, we have Rainbow Run. The theming of this game is so adorable and just brings me back to Mario's Rainbow Castle from Mario Party 1, making this a little nostalgic in its own right, aside from being a repeat minigame since you can play this as Tightrope Treachery in Mario Party 1. The mechanics are basically the same. It's pretty much the exact same game, except your opponents are floating on clouds and you're walking on a rainbow instead of a tightrope. I just thought this was such an adorable idea, and every time I get it I kind of squeal just because it's so cute. As far as the gameplay in itself, it's not my favorite, but it is one of my favorite games just because of how adorable it is, which is why it's an honorable mention and not quite in my top 10 list. That being said, it's time to get to the top 10. Number 10, Dizzy Dancing is perhaps the drunkest minigame of them all. Now I always wonder if you get drunk and play this minigame if you'll actually play it better than when you're sober. Aside from that, you almost can't get more fair than this minigame because you never know what the controls to get that music note on the record are going to be. So you have to figure it out along with everybody else, and it's just one of those things where whoever's fastest and masters the mechanic first is the winner, and I think that's a really fair deal, to be honest. Now the computer players aren't like amazing at this game either, which is nice because they seem like they play pretty fairly. It's not like they automatically know what the control is right away. In some cases, they're actually extremely dumb and never figure it out. This game's just a lot of fun to play, and with added fairness, I think that's why it's one of my favorite minigames. Number 9 is the 1 vs 3 minigame, Look Away! I don't know a single person who doesn't enjoy playing this minigame. It's just so much fun because it's very random, it's very competitive, and it's just got a great mechanic to it that I feel like Mario Party hasn't showcased enough since. If you're lucky enough to be the one player, you can try and outsmart your opponents at the very last second. They can do the same to you, but it's really funny when you're playing with friends and they try to do the outsmart trick and you do the exact same thing they do, causing them to lose. There's just a lot of satisfaction in this game either way because I feel like you always end up laughing with your friends when playing this. It's not so crazy competitive that you're at each other's throats trying to win this. It's just a lot of fun and you're just totally trying to outsmart whoever you're playing against. Even the computers are fun to play against, and that says a lot for a minigame like this where you'd think it would be really easy for them to cheat, and honestly I feel like it's really well designed so you can outsmart them just as easily as they can outsmart you. It's really just one of the best 1 vs 3 minigames, and in my opinion the best 1 vs 3 minigame in Mario Party 2. Coming in at number 8 is the 4-player minigame, Hot Rope Jump. This is one of those games that was in Mario Party 1, but it's not one of my favorites in that just because so many other games I liked better. In this case though, they really stepped it up, and Hot Rope Jump is a lot more fun and a lot more challenging in Mario Party 2 in my personal opinion. I love that the rope gets really fast at certain points in time, making it very challenging and making you have to use a little bit of a different mechanic with your A button, which seems absolutely insane, but somehow it works, and it's not frustrating like other games because I feel like it tends to be at least a little more consistent. This game, they added a higher element of challenge, and I like that one person doesn't just lose. I know that was really comical in the first game, but at the same time, it kind of doesn't make any sense. Like, why not do a last man standing kind of thing? So I'm glad that Hot Rope Jump in Mario Party 2 did that. It just makes it so much fun, and you're literally on the edge of your seat playing this minigame every single time. At number 7, we have the 4-player minigame, Tipsy Tourney. This is the first repeat game from Mario Party 1's list that appears on my Mario Party 2 Top 10 minigame list. I decided to put this minigame in here because it's still just as much fun as the first. There's really not much of a difference at all except for the picture, but it's another one of those minigames where every single person can use a different strategy and you can try something new every time, and no two plays of this game are alike. It's just so much fun to play. It's a minigame that really stands out for me among the entire series, which is why I had to put it on this list. It's something that didn't get worse, it didn't get old, it didn't get boring. It's still one of my favorite minigames, and I just love that it was added to Mario Party 2 as well, so I got to enjoy it again. Coming in at number 6 is the 4-player minigame Toad in a Box. This is such a simple idea, but somehow it is just so much fun every single time you play it. I love the fact that you can be your own worst enemy in this game, and everybody's just racing against themselves rather than trying to sabotage the other players. I like that that is the strategy for this particular game, and that it's just a lot of fun, and you can kind of screw yourself over or just make yourself look amazing. The different effects that they chose for the various enemies that can pop up on your box make this game even more interesting as well. I like that it's not just a blank die or something where you have to just get the Toad face every time. There's other things that can happen. So it adds depth to this minigame for really just a simple idea. But you know, sometimes less is more, and that's definitely where this minigame triumphs in Mario Party 2. We are down to the top 5, and coming in at number 5 is the 4-player minigame Bumper Balls. They really stepped this game up from Mario Party 1, and it actually didn't appear on my Mario Party 1 list because I find it more frustrating in that game than this one, mainly because in this game, you get 3 different stages to play this game on, which makes it far more interesting and just a lot of fun. Just a change of scenery to this game and not knowing which one you're gonna get makes it just that much more exciting. I feel like some of the mechanics that had problems in Mario Party 1 were improved as well, and it's just a super classic minigame. I don't really know anybody who doesn't have a good time or at least partake in a good challenge just playing this game. It's really an awesome game, and just the whole concept is ridiculously fantastic. Things are going to start to look familiar now as we come into number 4, the 2 vs 2 minigame, Bobsled Run. This game is even better than Bobsled Run in Mario Party 1. I love that you get to sled in a penguin that has a very obvious butthole on its rear end. Not only that, but the course is a lot more challenging in this game. There are less side railings, there's more room for disaster and for screw-ups, and you can just fall off easier. I feel like you're going a little faster in this one too, so that kind of makes it a little more exciting. And if you're gonna add a minigame like this to a sequel of a game like Mario Party, it better be good and step up its game, and Bobsled Run really did that. I'm still just as excited to get this minigame as I was in Mario Party 1. It never gets old, and it's definitely my favorite 2 vs 2 still. We are down to the top 3, and number 3 is Crazy Cutters. This is a 4-player battle minigame, which I kind of wish it wasn't a battle minigame because I really just love playing this minigame, and it's just so much fun. It's something I want the option to have more often. However, I can't complain because the fact that it's even in Mario Party 2 at all made me smile. I like that color has been added to these characters this time around, and that you can still suck just as badly as you did in the first game. Not only that, but some of the characters are a little bit more challenging than the characters in Mario Party 1, so again, it adds to the challenge. It's not the exact same thing, but bare bones, it's the same minigame we all know and love. Crazy Cutters will always be one of my top minigames ever, and so I was just super happy to be able to play this not only in Mario Party 1, but also in Mario Party 2. Our runner-up for the best minigame in Mario Party 2, coming in at number 2, is the 4-player minigame Platform Peril. As they did with most repeat minigames, they really stepped this one up because the platforms are now different, they're more exciting, and they're a lot more challenging, and it just makes this game so much more compelling to play. I love that there's a platforming minigame because I'm such a platformer geek. I love it. As I've said before, it's amazing to be able to play a different style of game within a party game. And Platform Peril is just a lot of fun and a great challenge, and I never get bored with it. And the music in this game, oh my god, the music is so awesome. I love Platform Peril's music. It fits the stage so well, it just takes me back to my favorite games from my childhood, and so there's a lot of nostalgia that's going on in my head when I play this minigame, and I think that's why it's number 2 of all minigames in Mario Party 2 when it comes to my top 10 list. Alright, here it is, the best minigame from Mario Party 2. I know you guys probably see this one coming from a mile away, but it's the fierce, amazing battle minigame that is Facelift. It saddens me that Bowser's face is no longer the one being manipulated, but it is pretty amazing that now we have 6 different choices when it comes to whose face we are tugging and pulling at. I like that we can pull Peach's hair, I like that we can pull Yoshi's face. I just love everything about this game and that the character changes every time. This has the same complaint for me as Crazy Cutters. I don't know why it's a battle minigame. It makes me so sad because I root for battle minigames on almost every single turn just so I get the chance to play this minigame because I love it so much. If they hadn't added this to Mario Party 2, I may have rage quit immediately. This minigame is my favorite of all time, not just in Mario Party 1 or 2, but of any Mario Party minigame, so there's no way that it's not going to be number 1 on both my lists, especially when it appears in both games. I just think this game is so freaking fabulous. I will never get over it, I'll never get bored with it, and I will say that this one's a lot more challenging because things get a lot more specific and a lot weirder. The fact that you're not using the same character every single time also makes it more of a challenge because pulling Wario's nose up and down is a lot different than pulling Peach's hair back and forth. So you really have to master 6 different characters instead of just Bowser, but I love that challenge. I love that there's more depth to it, and seriously, Nintendo, you need to make Mario's Facelift into a real game. Like, for real. That being said, there's absolutely no way that any other minigame would top Facelift on either Mario Party 1 or Mario Party 2's top 10 best minigames list for me. I just love this game. Alright, all you fierce pimps out there, that's gonna do it for my top 10 favorite minigames from Mario Party 2. I hope you've enjoyed this countdown. Please let me know which of the games was your favorite. And I'd love to know if you agree or disagree with any of the games on this list as well, because I know that not everyone's top 10 favorite minigames are going to be the same as mine, so I'm really curious to see what you guys think. Again, I hope you have enjoyed this series so far, and we'll continue with more Mario Party Evolution soon. So stay tuned, pimps. I love you. Thank you so much for listening and for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, guys.